It's the show that's the tower of power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Oh, yeah, it's the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. 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 In your ear.
In your ear.
Pod. Poddamn it. Poddamn it. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Poddamn Idiotz.
Poddamn it.
From the Henplex Studios in Battle Creek, Michigan, the Red Room in Spadeland, Jazzland in Tennessee, and the Scorpion Room in San Marcos, Texas, this is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
I think you missed an opportunity there, Zordon.
Be quiet, idiot.
You're not from the Henplex Studios today.
The Henplex Studios has changed. We now fight putty men. Idiots, we've called you here today for episode number 42 as we take on the night. We have the Texas Ranger. Texas. I don't know what his power is, but he's a man of thinking. When he runs out of water, he melts the snow.
I guess my superpower is being a smartass.
And then we have the Red Ranger in the Red Room. The Spade Ranger, Rick Spade. And then we have our Zord. Megazord, Jazz. In Jazzland. And I am J. Zordon Hizzle.
So for those of you listening to the podcast, not watching it, Jay Hizzle is now.
Well, he's a floating head.
See, someone didn't realize he was wearing a green shirt with his green screen, so now he's part of the Power Ranger group.
It's true. So, Texas Ranger, tell us how your week's been.
What is there to tell? Starting Sunday, it started snowing and having freezing weather.
You think that was from Lord Zed?
Yes, I think he's an evil bastard. No, I think it's actually from Rita AOC Repulsa. But yeah, pretty much Texas got hit with a massive winter storm, which I'm sure all of you are aware of.
Twice.
And we're not really used to that. So a lot of people have been without power since Sunday. My family is one of the lucky ones. We've had power the whole time, except for maybe 2 hours where we lost it. Other than that, we've had absolutely no running water since Sunday, and this is now Friday. So we've been collecting snow to melt so that we can use the restroom and whatnot. Supposedly...
So what happens if you have a double flusher?
Luckily, there's only one person here that requires a double flusher, and I kicked his ass outside. But supposedly we're supposed to get water back sometime tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but as of 10:30 Central Time in the evening, we have no water. I've had no work because we can't work when in frozen conditions. Plus, I've had no way to get to work because the roads have been really bad. from what I've been told by supervisors, my water plant area is pretty much destroyed.
Wow.
So I'm interested to get back and see what it looks like. But yeah.
This sounds like a job for the idiot rangers. Idiot, we must go to the water plant. We must save it from Rita.
Rita AOC Repulsa. Yeah, one of the things I read, the reason we're having so many issues is because over the last few years, Texas has upped its dependency on solar energy and wind energy up by like 25-30%. And when things freeze, including the turbines, excuse me, not turbines, turbines.
Hey, green freaks, pay attention right here.
When turbines freeze and there's no sun for solar energy, a lot of people don't have power. I know people in San Antonio who have not had power since Sunday. Luckily, we've been lucky. We've had power, but that is because we live really close to a hospital. And hospital has to have power. We're on the same power grid. So we've had power.
You're lucky they're actually disconnecting transformers to houses around the hospitals and schools and stuff.
No, they didn't do that to us, luckily. And as of today, we are now done. Well, actually, no, it's supposed to freeze again tonight. But after tonight, there's no more freezing temperatures, probably for the rest of the year.
So do you guys have to deal with peak power?
I have no idea. Like some people have had power on for an hour, power off, power on, power off.
No, what I'm talking about is peak power, where they charge you a premium for power usage during the premium hours.
I have no clue. I wouldn't be surprised, but...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I've had no work. I've been stuck at home. Whoever listens to this, if you were in that quarantine back in March, April of 2020... How the hell did you guys go 2 weeks at home? All four of us were pretty much essential workers and had to work. This is the first time I've been stuck home. I had to go to the store and buy alcohol or I was going to kill everyone in my house. I hate being stuck home. This is driving me crazy. I want to go outside.
And not freeze your balls off.
Yes.
It sounds like it's morphin' time.
Other than that, haven't done much this week. Luckily, however, because I said I haven't had haven't had water since Sunday. I'm sure some of you are like, oh my God, he hasn't showered. Luckily, my ex-wife had water and power. And so I took the kids over there to shower. And I was like, hey, since I'm here, I'm going to shower too. So I actually did get a shower this week. So I'm going to do it again tomorrow if I don't get water.
It makes you appreciate the small things in life.
I got under the shower. I was like, oh my God, I forgot what running water felt like.
Warm running water.
But that's all I got.
I guarantee you Texas won't be unprepared again when it comes time for something like this to happen.
God, I hope not. But yeah, the reason I read was a lot of Texas dependency for wind power and solar power went up at least 30-40%. And all that stuff got frozen.
Yep. They installed things that were not accustomed to the low freezing temperatures. So those things had to shut down.
And this is going to be an early bite me. But I have to say this. For the people who live up north or in Canada, they're like, oh, big deal. We deal with this every year. Yes, you deal with this every year. This is the coldest it's been in Texas from what I've heard in the last 30 years. They're not used to this down here. They drive like they know, or they drive like it's when it's regular outside, try to go 80 miles an hour and ride your ass when it's icy. So these idiots aren't used to this crap. So yeah, they're going to cry. Yeah, they're going to complain. I've been melting snow so I can shit, okay?
Ask a Canadian.
Don't bite me.
Ask a Canadian last time he was in 100-degree weather. Won't be very often.
Yeah, you freaking Jay Hizzle cries when he comes down here and it's 98.
That's like spring in Texas.
So yeah, I'm gonna cry when it's.
That was the middle
degrees.
of summer.
Okay, that's all I got. Next.
Megazord Jazz, how was your week?
My week, I'm tired, boys. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm tired. I work 65 plus hours a week. I'm exhausted. Being an IT guy ain't cracked up to what you get great pay, but God, you're tired. You come home, your brain's just exhausted. Anybody who says that manual labor is more exhausting than brain labor needs to really think about sitting behind a desk all day and staring at a computer screen and coming home to screaming kids sometimes. I'm tired.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How many times a day do you get, I can't open my email, help me?
At least 2 or 3 times a day, at least.
Is it from the older people?
That's going to be my Bite Me segment this week.
Oh, okay, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm sorry. It just popped in my head when you were...
No, because that's my biggest irritation in the world is that I, as an IT guy, struggle to find new software to improve systems at work. But when you present it to these older people and they don't have an open mind, it makes my job really, really hard. It makes me really tired and really frustrated. So if I've got an attitude with you, yeah, I mean, I'm 34 and some of this new technology, you got to learn. You have to learn something new every day if you're an IT. So, but I mean, we're still kicking here. We haven't lost power. We didn't get any snow. We got maybe a little sprinkle of ice, but I'd rather get a couple of inches of snow so I could take a couple of days off work, to be honest with you, because I'm struggling right now. My mental status is hurting, but I mean, racing's about my only disconnect. Our iRacing is my only disconnect from the world for a few minutes, besides a couple of podcasts.
Yeah, but then when you're stuck in the house from Sunday up until Friday, you're ready to strangle everybody in the damn house.
Believe it or
Especially
not,
considering I'm not getting paid. So.
Well, yeah, see that would really frustrate me not getting paid. If I'm getting paid and having to sit at home, I can do it. I've done it twice since this COVID come out. I've been at home for 2 weeks in 2 different time periods. And it's hard to work from home, but if it's snow, I don't have my computer. I can't work. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sleep. I'm going to iRace. I'm going to play with the kids. I'm going to have a little mini vacation. I'm going to drink from my drinking horn, and just enjoy life. Because when I go to the liquor store, I don't buy the little tiny bottles. I buy the big bottle. I prepare myself. You never know when hell's going to hit. Anyways, next.
Red Ranger, Spade Rick.
Spade Rick? You want to spade Rick? Well, he probably does need to be spaded. We don't need any more little Ricks running around.
The fuck we don't.
How was your week, Red Ranger? Rick Spade.
Rick, I have an easy fix for that.
Megazord has his Megazord.
I'll take care of it. You me liquor it up. I'll make sure you have no more kids and you still keep your balls.
You should let him see. You should let him see the cigar cutter. You could cut off his balls with that thing.
You know what? Even better.
Just nip the tip.
Exactly.
I'm so glad that Tennessee trip got canceled for next month. By the way, Jazz, I need help opening my email.
Boys, I was looking forward to that. I apologize. My daughter has to have her eye surgery. That the doctor wants her in quicker than usual. So
it's understandable. Family comes first.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they'll get it fixed this time because I poor kid. Let me tell you what, my kid's smarter than a whip. She can already divide and multiply. And she's only in second grade.
Well, she's got me beat. I can't divide. I can only multiply. I've got 2 kids.
You can multiply.
Great. Took my joke. Fuck up.
Go, Rick.
Well, let's see here. Should we start with the good or the bad?
The ugly.
All right. Well, like Texas, I'm not able to shower either, but that's because my shower broke.
Oh, yes.
Luckily, though, I've been able to take a bath, but today I tried to fix that motherfucker 3 times, and each time something happened where I had to go to the hardware store. So finally I said, fuck it. So so my faucet broke to where when you pull it up, the shower part starts going, because it blacks off the water. So I pulled off the old faucet, and I noticed that, it had the threads and everything. So I figured, oh, well, maybe I'll be able to just buy a new faucet that way. So I did. And then I was like, all right. So went bought a new faucet set, got it out of the box, and there's no pipe to it. So then I went and picked up lock from school. I went to the hardware store a second time and bought a pipe. And brought it home, and the pipe was too long. I bought an 8-inch.
Don't you hate it when the pipe's too long?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Josh will be doing stand-up comedy on the street corner. Probably be able to tip your waitress.
I'm going to have to do something on the street corner. I got to make some money for this week.
So, went to the hardware store a third time, returned the pipe, got a 5-inch pipe thinking that would be the right size, brought it home, and like Josh's penis, it was too small.
Most women like that 7-inch pipe. I gotta warn you.
Well, I realized that it went from like 1 inches all the way to like 10, and I was like, 8 was too big, 6 might be too big. So I was like, I'll go 5. And then 5 was just a little bit too small. So apparently the magic number was 6. So eventually I'm going to take that back and get my shower fixed. I know if I put the pipe in, it'll work. It just...
Just go buy you a hacksaw and call it done.
Well, it needs the threads. That's
it
the problem.
Needs the threads.
Yeah.
Unless you got all thread pipe, but...
Yeah, that was the main problem. If it would have been an all-threaded pipe, it would have been fine, but it's threaded on both sides.
Cut that sucker off and get your double-threaded ends and call it done.
Well, at that point, you might as well just fucking go get the right size pipe for $3. So,
I got way too many tools.
So yeah, I've been taking baths for the last week, which is fine. At least I've been able to bathe. So there's that.
Hey, I've been taking horse baths in between my few days shower.
I can see Josh now. He'll just strip off and go jump in the snow and do a snow angel. I'm done.
I had to explain something to my son because he goes, Dad, how am I supposed to shower? I was like, take a horse bath. He goes, what's that? I go, that's where you take a wipey. You wipe your junk, your ass, your armpits, your face. He looked at me so disgusted. I go, you use multiple wipies, kid, not the same wipey.
If you're going to use the same wipey, start from top and go down.
Yeah, because you make that mistake of wiping your testicles and then your face, you're in trouble.
Or you can do your asshole in your face. Then you end up with pink eye.
But yeah, back on track. So anyways, the good was I got my notebook back for my book.
Yes.
And Alex also sent me the stuff that she had typed up. So I only have 2 chapters to type up, but I got to go renew my Microsoft Word. So there's that. And
use it online for free.
I will eventually. And I got my truck back after 2 months.
Only took half a year.
Felt like it. So, thankfully, my mom has her vehicle back. I have my vehicle back. I've been driving it the last 2 days. It seems to be running fine. I've still got to, do what stuff I needed to repair on it. But other than that, it's doing good. So that's it for my week, except for, did you really just send me that, Justin?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What?
This video. What am I looking at?
Oh, what video? What are you talking about? What video?
Have we received a communication, Idiot Rangers?
What video are you talking about? I didn't send you anything. I know nothing.
Put it on screen.
He's trying, Zord idiot. There's no sound.
Why is it muted? There it goes.
Guzzlebird, it's me, Eduardo. I need you to save me. I'm being held for ransom. 1 million Dogecoin. Help! Help me, my friend. Help me, my family. Help! I need help. I've screamed, and I've gotten nowhere. I don't know what happened. I was hit in the head with a giant rock, and I bled, and I cried, and I just help me. Please, Guzzlebird. You guys have 24 hours to deliver the 1 million in Dogecoin. Guzzlebird, it's me.
Oh my gosh, idiots. That bird is in trouble.
Wow.
Idiot Rangers.
Who has them? I don't know who has them.
What the fuck?
You must transport over there and save Eduardo.
What the
Good
fuck?
luck.
That's 1 million Dogecoin.
I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't me, bud. It ain't me. I ate my catch or my kill.
I will now send Jay Hizzle in.
You bearded bastard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I miss?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, Eduardo's been kidnapped.
I don't know what you're talking about. Whew. Awful hot in here.
Jay Zordon Hizzle seemed concerned about something.
I don't know what you're
wow,
talking
I'm a
about.
floating head. So
So how was your week, Jay, Jordan, Hizzle?
it was a very, 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 very busy week. It flew by from an amazing started on Sunday was an amazing Daytona 500. And then let's see here. Monday was President's Day, but I went to work and had a good boxing gym workout. And then Tuesday I woke up and there was like a foot of snow. And so I was going to be kind of dig myself out of the driveway and then go to work in the afternoon, but they never actually plowed our road. So we were snowed in, and that was a crazy day. But then don't worry, my mom was still able to get on over with her 4-wheel drive Explorer in time for bachelor night, in which we drank a lot of alcohol and watched a lot of drama. Lots of drama. All those ladies. Woo! So much crying and yelling, but they look good. And yeah. And then Wednesday was Ash Wednesday. I gave up pizza and mac and cheese for Lent. So
Oh, there goes half of your food source.
You gotta start today.
Rick, stay far away from him. He is going to become a grumpy person.
yeah, hopefully maybe I'll lose some weight. But yeah, then I had another good Wednesday ass kicking, and then went out and got some food. But
Because I haven't gone to work, I don't even know what damn day it is. I forgot Ash Wednesday was this week, and I promised to give up chocolate. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna start a couple days late.
Give it up now.
A couple days late because I forgot.
And then Thursday, I was like
Yeah,
at work
fast.
till almost 10 because after a meeting, then I had some other stuff. And then today, work, and we went to Red Robin. Yum. But of course, I can't have meat, so that took out 99% of the menu. But they have good fish at Red Robin, actually. Who knew? Who knew?
Did you get your fish flavored grill seasoning in time for Lent?
Fish flavored grill seasoning?
His trousers trout.
Come on. The Urban Dictionary sponsor.
Sorry.
I got a new sponsor for my segment.
Oh boy. And so yeah, then I had a long last workout and got home, and I was feeling pretty exhausted, but I was watching the truck race, which was an amazing race. And then
Wait a minute. What's truck race? If you're watching mine, it was not that amazing.
no, I was watching the real truck race.
Good.
I was watching Matt Crafton and Haley Deegan, two of my faves. Even though Ben Rhodes won, he's pretty cool though. I'm happy about that. It was just really entertaining. Triple overtime. Oh man, because the Red Wings really let me down today, but that's okay. Someday they'll be good again. But I still watch and love and support them. And then all of a sudden I got a second win. I'm on the show, but I'm only ahead. I don't know. But that's my week, and I think
That's not true. You're not just ahead. Lift your hands.
Where did these come from?
Jazz hands.
Magic hands.
Yes,
Jazz hands. All right.
By the way, if you want to watch somebody's horrible race, it's Bearded Kilt Racing on Facebook.
He might have taken out half
And
the field.
YouTube.
Look, the professionals can make just dumbass decisions. I did it too.
It's true. It's true. I don't know how half the field gets taken out at Bristol anyway.
You haven't sim raced long enough.
Like, shouldn't someone see that? Like, I understand Talladega and stuff, but I don't know.
You haven't sim raced long enough.
Well, he was like in 11th position, and if you crash in 11 and in Bristol. It's such a tight confinement. You're going to take everybody behind you out.
We had 20 something drivers and I took half of them out. Whoops.
Well, we can think
Not
about
my proudest moment.
Bristol's, you can get back in with a damaged car sometimes.
Sometimes.
Maybe they were all throwing their helmets at you. All right, guys, there's lots of news.
Real quick, I would like to say I was watching this race, and there was 2 accidents where the trucks actually went flying in the air, which was actually pretty amazing to watch on a video game. Okay,
yeah, the graphics is the damage models in iRacing is not up to par.
We're talking about Lent, and I'm going to tell you about an Ohio man. He's going to forgo food for 46 days of Lent.
Okay.
An Ohio man is really it's 40 days, 40 nights, but then there's extra day, and I don't know, it ends up being 46 days. So an Ohio man is marking the Christian tradition of Lent by giving up solid food for 46 days and getting the majority of his substance from beer. Del Hall of Cincinnati said his Lent diet will include only beer, water, black coffee, and herbal tea. And as of Friday morning, weigh-in day 3 of his diet, he's down 5.8 pounds. I only have 3 to 5 beers a day. So he says he sounds like a Wisconsin person. I only have 5 beers a day. It's really not that much. But if you eat your standard diet, it's boring. You don't eat the same thing every day. So I'm definitely not going to drink the same every day. So he's going to have a bunch of different beers, it sounds like. He said he successfully completed Lent beer diets in 2019 and 2020 too. And he's noticed health benefits in each experience. He said he lost 40 to 50 pounds both years, and his blood pressure and cholesterol improved. Well, that makes sense, because if you lose weight, that will improve. The human body is amazing. We're used to going through a hunter-gatherer feast and famine. The problem is we don't go through the famine anymore. So he's all excited, and he's raising money through a crowdfunding initiative. Sergeant Dell's virtual tip jar. The money goes toward local bars and restaurants that have suffered due to COVID-19 losses. That's really cool.
Okay, next year I give up food for Lent. I will just drink water and Gatorade.
And beer?
Sure, why not?
You know what? I'll have my entire diet drinking from a horn. Just beer and horn. Just a beer and a horn. That's my entire diet.
You'll need some water or something, but
nah. Beer replaces it.
All right.
They make beer out of water.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the ingredients of beer is water.
Oh man. Have you guys been to South Korea lately?
I just came back from there last week.
Did you stay at that luxury hotel?
Beautiful. I sure did. And I peed over the border, so I actually peed in the North Korea.
That luxury hotel that you stayed at in South Korea is apologizing after guests discovered an issue with the mirrored windows allowed outside observers to see into the women's sauna area.
Well, thank God I was in the men's sauna area, but I was pressing pickle against the window, so I'm sure some people have seen it.
I'm guessing you did go outside the ladies' sauna area so you could look in.
Oh, I have so many photos. I've got video. I may have a whacking video on there somewhere of me, but who knows? Yeah, I was in the men's just pressing pickle the whole time. It was like, look at this, look at this.
And the ladies are like,
no, I'm huge in South Korea. I am huge.
Okay, I got a joke for you. Hey, ladies, do you know how you get a man to go instantly down? Just laugh and point.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but in South Korea, I'm huge.
Well, huge. So there was a mirrored window in the sauna. They're designed to prevent anyone from outside from seeing in during the day. But then at night, they have to put the blinds down, and because the mirrored effect no longer works. And apparently, they discovered the sauna was sometimes visible from outside the building. They could see the sauna, the bathroom, the showers through the window.
Mm-hmm.
So this hotel temporarily closed it while the officials investigate the malfunction with the mirrored windows and blinds.
It wasn't a malfunction. I paid for it.
I wonder if it's one of those electronic mirror, like you can run an electrical current through glass and it turns it, fades it out.
Can you imagine just walking by? You'd be like,
I paid the South Korea officials for that just for my trip.
It's kind of crazy. And then Oregon, man, it's just a crazy place. Drugs are legal, pumping gas is not. And now animal rescuers rescuers in Oregon found an owl that they had to remove from the bottom of a public toilet. And they safely released it into the wild after a bath. What are they doing over there? They're stuffing birds into toilets now after they take their heroin?
Well, since we're mentioning toilet, I have a story. Have you ever been to an outhouse? Anybody know what an outhouse is?
Yes, I had to use one in an emergency. It was rough.
He had to use one at your house the last time he was there.
I used an outhouse is a place that doesn't have running water. It's just a hole in the ground, and I used several on the Appalachian Trail trip when I took it back in high school. But imagine sitting on an outhouse. It's just a hole. I mean, it's literally a hole. Imagine having a seat, and then you hear a bear growl from underneath the seat and bite your ass.
Yep. That's what happened in Alaska.
Yep, an Alaskan woman had the scare of a lifetime when she was using an outhouse and she was attacked by a bear from below.
No.
Yep.
She said she got out of there immediately because something bit my butt as I sat down. I jumped up and screamed when it happened. Her brother and his girlfriend were on snowmobiles and heard the scream. And it's happened about 20 miles outside of Haines, Alaska.
Oh, she probably didn't even get to wipe.
The brother went into and looked down in the hole, and there was a bear face instantly in the hole.
And level.
Yep. He shut the lid and ran out of there like a screaming girl. No, I'm just kidding. He actually just ran out. And then he went back to find a safety official, and it looks like they got the bear out, maybe.
They couldn't.
Situation.
What happened was they actually couldn't find the bear, and they, when they woke up, their entire camping area had been knocked over. So I think it got out and, rummaged through stuff at night. So.
Well, the bear must have been hungry, looking for poo.
Has anyone seen Pooh lately?
Hey, that's Pooh Bear.
This is Pooh Bear.
Winnie the Pooh.
Just looking for honey.
Hey, he found his honey. That's for sure.
Oh, he's Winnie the Pooh.
The woman said the next time she goes out to the outhouse, she'll look in the hole first. I mean, that's the first thing you do. Duh.
My outhouse experience wasn't that bad. I mean, I got bit up a little bit by mosquitoes. But that was about it.
It's not like sitting on the toilet and seeing a snake come up in there.
That'd be scary too. Oh, this one's for Texas, because there is a Texas man. He made light of the region's unusual snowfall by taking a trip down a nearly empty stretch of the Houston Highway on skis. So he was on skis on Interstate 10 in Houston while being pulled by his friend's pickup truck, just skiing the interstate. So he does keep a wide distance from the occasional passing vehicle on the highway and drinking from a canned beverage. Probably alcoholic.
Gee, I wonder what he was drinking.
White Claw.
But they said he didn't think the highway skiing was any more dangerous than the ski slopes he's tackled. So, and there weren't any.
We do that down south. We do that down south all the time. Just come on down. We'll get the 4-wheeler out, get the cardboard box or the garbage can lid, and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, but it's not often you see someone doing it on a huge interstate. Well, I mean, there's no cars on it really because no one could really go on it. It's all icy.
Does it say what interstate it was?
Highway 10.
Interstate 10?
Interstate 10, yeah.
Oh, I-10. Okay, yeah. In Houston, that goes to almost, I think that's like a 10-lane highway in Houston.
Uh-oh.
Is it the Revenge of the Peacock?
Officials in New Zealand City are attempting to find the owner of an exotic bird after a peacock was found taking a stroll down a suburban road. There is a tweet that says, "Found peacock. Is this your peacock?" Our teams were notified by Newlands community who spotted it wandering around today. If it's your peacock or you know who it might belong to, give us a call so we can get it back home to roost.
Oh, Justin, he's the king of peacocks.
Can you just imagine if I lost my peacock? But yeah, the peacock was on the loose.
If Justin ever becomes rich enough, I know he'll have at least 3 peacocks roaming around his yard.
This peacock is friendly with humans and appears to be an escaped pet. So
he may even have a white one because there's one at the Biter Park Zoo, and he just finds that thing just so majestic.
Oh no, the owner only has 7 days to come forward before it gets rehomed.
At least they're rehoming it.
They're rehoming it to the Henplex Studios in Battle Creek, Michigan.
They're rehoming it to someone's dinner table.
Can you imagine Justin's neighbors?
I don't think you can eat peacocks.
Justin be like, "Hey guys, look, your yard's been confiscated. We have a peacock now."
Yep. All right. And Guinness World Records, Philadelphia artist. She drew. This is kind of crazy. A Philadelphia artist broke a Guinness World Record for the largest drawing by an individual, and she used black markers to create an image that spans 6,507 square feet. Holy crap. Diamond Whipper Young, 24, said it took a total of 63 hours, over 5 days to complete her piece, which she drew in black Crayola markers.
Justin,
wow.
What was her name again?
Diymond. Is that Diamond?
No, just say it again what you said.
Diamond Whipper Young.
$5. Her mom was a stripper.
Well, that's a hyphenated name, so that means that someone's last name is Whipper and someone's last name is Young. And
I'm referring to the name of Diamond, okay?
Yeah.
Shine bright like a diamond. That's kind of a cool name.
That's like the people that name their kid Precious or Candy or
I like that
Chastity.
Don't get in there with my wife's a substitute teacher, so they've got some weird people name their kids weird.
So
things.
Texas, if I have a kid and I name her Diamond, you're gonna think she's gonna be a stripper?
Yes.
That is a cool name, though. I like that name.
She could become stripper. She'd be Diamond Pixie Dust.
Hey,
Either a stripper or a porn star.
luckily, she'll never hear this, but Diamond, I think your name's pretty awesome.
We'll be taken off there way before you have children.
That's true.
If you ever have children.
I say I'm almost too old.
No, there's 70-year-old men having children. You'll be fine.
Yeah, his name is Mick Jagger.
Got the moves like Jagger.
After all the drugs he took, and I'm surprised he has anything to still swim straight.
I just
Him and
think
Keith Richards are best friends.
I can't even draw on a little piece of paper, let alone 6,500 square feet.
60? So 6,500 square feet. That's bigger than some people's houses. That's bigger than my house.
Bigger than like almost everyone's house.
And that's talking about square foot wise of the house.
Yep, that's crazy. And then I want to update on the Guinness World Record, that hockey game that we discussed. It ends after 252 hours. So the 40 people in Alberta, Canada announced they completed their attempt at the world's longest hockey game. It lasted 252 hours. It was an outdoor rink in the Edmonton area. Why didn't they just play inside the Edmonton Mall? Because then they wouldn't have had to go with those really cold.
Because I'm pretty sure the Edmonton Mall closes.
Yeah, but they could have kept it open for that. All right, you guys ready for the score? Man, they have.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Sure. What's the score?
Let's see. How many hours did you say?
252.
252 hours.
I'm gonna guess it was 352 to 467.
Like I said, they had the defense of the Red Wings and the offense of Tampa Bay. I don't know, mixed with that. But
all right. So I'm gonna go with 733 to 544.
It was actually a really close game, kind of. Jazz, do you have any guess?
1 billion to 500 million.
That wouldn't be that close of a game, though. All right.
Close enough.
The final score, Team Cure and Team Hope. Team Cure won 2,649 to 2,528. It was rough goaltending.
That'd be like you in goal.
Maybe even worse. The hockey game raised more than $1.4 million. That's pretty awesome. And
I think it may have been you and Tom Albers in net for that one.
Possibly. But I just think that was really awesome.
Yeah, so you're not a Tom Albers fan?
How do you even know him?
He is a douchebag.
How do you know? Oh, well, you know him because of hockey. Albers, I never had a problem with him.
I tried to laxative his drink one time when I went out to dinner with him and some other friends, but
I know why he might have a problem with you if he knew that. Jesse's
ex-girlfriend and another
Leslie?
I wasn't gonna say her name, but her and someone else were like, duh, that's me. Why would you do that to Tom? Because Tom's a fucking prick.
Wow. How did you even? I just don't. I don't even remember
like me
you
and my
knowing
buddy
Albers.
heckling Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle, you suck, and you still suck.
He hung out with us when Texas came back.
Oh well, yeah, he would because we were on the same hockey team. Okay.
That bastard almost threw up on me one night.
Poor
'Cause
Albers. I like.
We were doing something illegal. We were having a party.
You can't
underage.
Oh.
And this jackass was doing Jaeger shots, but he was doing them backwards. Like he was doing
What does that mean?
Jaeger
Oh.
and then putting just a shot of Red Bull.
They'll give you in.
And he's laying on a couch and I'm sitting like by his feet. And all of a sudden he like Undertaker sits up and starts vomiting. But as soon as I see this, I darted the other direction and he threw up right where I was sitting.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, Texas has never moved faster in his entire life.
You know,
actually, that's not that is technically true. If I see someone about to throw up, I will move real quick.
All right, we know how to make.
You're talking like Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt.
It was because I just saw, and I heard, huh, and I was like,
Now look, that's not technically true. The last time he moved faster than that was when he was offered vagina because he got those pants up real quick and was.
That's true.
And then I have one more local story. It is a story submitted to us by none other than Captain B.
Captain B.
We miss you, B. You have to get out of Sesame Street rehabilitation.
I was just talking to him, asking him, what's happening in the police world. And he told me a quick little funny call. He's like, well, someone dialed 911 because their house was on fire. They thought their house was on fire. As it turned out, they saw smoke coming out of their house, and it was just coming out of the chimney for their heat. They're like, "Where's the smoke coming from? The house must be on fire."
I'm waiting
Kids,
for you to tell me it was the dryer.
stay off of meth.
Nope, just their heat coming out of the chimney, just like it's supposed to. That one really cracked me up. I'm like, so next someone's gonna call because there's smoke coming out of my car. Oh, that's just the exhaust. I mean, I'm sure it looked a little bit thicker because it was so cold out, but still.
Speaking of that, because of what you just said with the exhaust, one of my friends down here, he was a former stand-up comedian like me. So he put on Facebook, he goes, man, we've had no power. We had to go to the car. We're letting it idle. I parked it in the garage just so it would get even warmer. My fiance's passed out and I'm feeling so sleepy.
Jeez. A little inappropriate, though. I think that actually happened to some people, unfortunately.
Who cares? It's funny. That made me laugh.
But
I actually seen somebody take their car and use the HVAC, the soft HVAC stuff that runs underneath the house. They piped it into the car on a couple of vents, turn the car on full blast to blow heat into the house to keep warm.
How'd it work? So they what they do? Tube the exhaust so it went outside, and then they.
No, the car was outside.
They just put like little HVAC hoses on their windows and then put them into their house.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not a bad idea. You're mentioning that DoorDash.
At least get like a room or something heated up.
If you want to keep your food warm in DoorDash, and you're stuck in traffic or something, you could take in. There's one guy I seen. He actually built a little case around a couple of vents and piped it into the DoorDash bag. So when he turns the heat on in that section, it blows heat into there, so it keeps the food warmer. Nice. Not a bad little idea if you live in like a big suburb area, not out in the urban areas.
Yep. Look at these brilliant ideas. But all right, that's all I have for news. Anyone else have any news they'd like to share? Nope. All right. Well, now it's time.
I'm guessing Jazz stole your bear news.
Yep.
Oh.
He did. After he told me not to, and then Jazz is like, "Well, he didn't tell me not to."
He didn't tell me.
Jazz was not in here when we discussed that. So,
all right, we're gonna play a game. Who's your daddy, and what does he do? Game of the week.
Well, if we're playing that game, my dad is 6 feet under, and I don't know what he does anymore.
He's feeding worms. Sorry, that was bad. I apologize.
To be honest with you, the last few years of his life, my wife will agree with you.
I am sorry. I really shouldn't have said
I
that.
love my father, but bipolar
If
took
it's not
him.
there, check in my room on one of those
That may have been the
shelves on the right-hand
that
side.
may have been the Jim Beam and ginger ale talking.
That's okay, because to be honest with you, his bipolar and drinking and schizophrenia actually took his life. So if you've got mental health issues up here, and you can't control them, go see somebody.
Which, speaking of that, by the way, I finally saw Joker, the one that came out of last year. I finally saw it for the first time.
It's not a bad little movie. I mean, it does bring attention to some things.
Texas, what are you pouring?
My Jim Beam, because I'm having another Jim Beam and ginger ale.
That's a huge thing, a Jim Beam.
Texas has nowhere to go, ladies and gentlemen, so he's got to do what
You're just pouring it like it's coming out of a gallon of milk. Like,
duh.
Speaking of which, we have not had milk all week because we've been to 2 stores and they're completely sold out of anything dairy.
Texas is going to fall in the snow and break his hip now.
Oh, there's no more snow, so I'll just fall on the concrete and break my hip.
So, Rick, what game are we playing?
Yep.
All right. Well, we played it last week. We're going to play it again. We're going to do a little Idiotz Salesmen.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys love this game.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys want to play this game, go to Amazon.com, and it's snake oil.com.
It should be even more interesting with 3 of us drinking.
Yes.
Yes, I'm drinking a lot.
And since we're drinking, we're going to start with Texas.
Ye frickin' hall, baby.
All right, Texas. Are you ready for this?
What am I selling?
You are selling... You got a good one this week, okay? You're selling the cum gum.
Ladies, do you have that friend who's always hitting you up for gum? Just constantly, never stopping. Hey, you got gum? Hey, you got gum? Hey, you got gum? Well, we have something for you, and it'll put a stop to them asking for your gum. What is it? It's the cum gum. Cum gum is the only gum made from all organic male semen. Our specimen comes from Rick Spade. So what Rick does is he whacks it, we turn it into gum, and then you can give it to your friends. It's that salty taste that they'll never ask for again.
With a hint of mint.
And maybe some pineapple if he's drinking pineapple juice. But wait, there's more. If you act now, you'll also get...
the Alibi Mirror.
Perfect. You have the perfect alibi. You hold up a mirror. Mirror, what was I doing? You were sleeping. You were with your best friends. This mirror will cover you in your cum gum related issues, or if you murder someone. Where was I on February 14th? You were with 4 guys in a gangbang. See, I was innocent. Call now.
Wow.
I was right.
All right, Jay Hizzle, you ready?
Let's do this.
Your first thing you are selling, sir. I'm going to have to look up what that is. You're selling the Parable Cape.
The Parable Cape?
Yeah.
I
don't actually know what parable means.
Are you confused about what you wear? Well, to make you more confused, we're going to offer you the Parable Cape. What does parable mean? No one knows. Maybe you can pair it with your other clothes. Maybe parable rhymes with terrible. It's the Terrible Cape. Either way, you'll spend hours trying to figure out what parable means and what this cape's all about. But don't worry. If you buy now, we'll also include with the Parable Cape the
Tramp Sword.
The Tramp Sword. Because when you're wearing the Parable Cape, You may attract tramps. No one wants that, right? So to fight the tramps off, you put your parable cape on and you take out your tramp sword and you go, hurrah, 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 and the tramps will run away. Batteries not included.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a tramp.
Okay, just so you know, parable. A simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told by Jesus in the Gospels.
Oh.
Which explains why you have the tramp sword. All right, Jazz, are you going next or am I?
Let's do it.
Your first thing, sir, is...
Oh, shit.
the orgy flower.
Oh, what? How do you sell that?
Would you feel better if I let you do flower orgy?
Hey, look, can I take it?
Go for it.
Are you one of those people who's always DTF and you just want to go for a massive orgy, but you don't know who's down for it? We have the orgy flower. Keep this flower with you at all times. And everyone who has this flower, you know, is DTF and ready for that orgy style, baby. Yeah. And order now and you'll get
the time jizz.
It's all you, Jez.
Okay. Are you tired of trying to time when you explode? Are you trying to make a baby and you just can't figure out the best time to do it? Well, this magic pill called the Time Jizz is for you. Take this pill and you'll jizz on command. Time Jizz.
Wow.
Now.
Best I could come up with.
Do it now.
That's the flower orgy and the time jizz. Call now. Operators are standing by.
And they're waiting with bated breath.
Oh, wash it. But get the flavor out of your mouth with the cum gum.
Not enough alcohol in the world. All right, you guys ready?
Do it.
Ladies, have you ever been sucking cock and you just take it a little too deep? Maybe you start choking on it. And maybe you feel like maybe you're about to spit. Maybe you're about to vomit. I don't know. Well, do I have the thing for you? We have the gag basket. Just put it under the guy that you're sucking the dick on. And as you start gagging, all you got to do is just release that dick and just spit right into the basket. But wait, there's more. You get the gag basket right now, and you will also receive the research sweat. Now I know what you're thinking. What is this? Well, it's pretty simple. See, you take that sweat, you take that gag that's in the gag basket, and you bottle it up, and they will research for you what kind of diseases you have. Do you have an STD? Does he have an STD? Maybe you have some kind of cancer. You won't know until you have research sweat. So get the research sweat and the gag basket now for $19.95 at www.basketcock.com.
I really hope that's an actual website.
I am not looking up basketcock.com.
Crazy. Baby, I go crazy.
All right, Texas.
Jay Hazel's not drunk enough for this.
No, he's not.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Then you're gone.
All right, Texas, you ready?
Yeah.
You are selling the gas chariot.
All right. Well, come on down to Big Jerry's Gas Chariot Car Lot. We have all the gas chariots you need, from a Ford F-150 to a Roman chariot. They're all gas powered, and they'll get you from A to Z in no time. And if you come buy gas chariots today, you'll also get
Pissed off liberal. Sorry.
Diversity energy.
I was gonna say, can I sell the pissed off liberal?
No, I want you to sell diversity energy.
You'll also get diversity energy. Basically, what that is, it's the shit that spews from a liberal's mouth that diversity, Black Lives Matter, and that will power your car once your gas runs out. They're all hybrid gas chariots. For now.
Unless you're in Texas and it's too cold.
I finally found my balls back today after 4 days.
Jay Hazel, you look very confused.
Let's do this.
He's not interested because he's not drunk, and most of these are pretty bad. They hurt his little virgin ears.
Well, that's good because you're selling Code Hell.
Code Hell?
Code Hell.
Code Hell.
Wow.
You've heard of Code Green and Code Yellow and even Code Red. But now, Mountain Dew presents Code Hell. Are you ready to raise hell in the streets at the parties you want to go to? Well, grab a Mountain Dew Code Hell. It has more caffeine than 1,000 cups of coffee, more sugar than a candy store, and basically gets you more messed up than meth.
You should also throw in there
Mountain Dew Code Hell.
It has a hint of Carolina Reaper pepper.
With a hint of Carolina Reaper pepper. Makes you go crazy hell. But wait, if being a hellion's not enough, we include
barbecue hammer.
Barbecue hammers with every Code Hell Mountain Dew we sell. These barbecue hammers are great to hammer anything with. Maybe you want to hammer your meat, your friend's meat, any meat on the grill. You take the hammer and you meat it, and then
you should never touch another man's meat.
Hey, you're when you're drinking Mountain Dew Hell, you will not be held accountable for what you do, except for by law and police officers and other people, but not by our company. Call 1-800-653-2291. Batteries not included.
The hell kind of batteries do you need for Code Hell and a barbecue and a hammer barbecue?
They're not included. That's all I know.
Yes, you look worried.
I'm very worried. I'm going to get something like Welcome or something like that.
You should be worried.
No. You got movie mistletoe.
Booby mistletoe?
Movie.
Oh, movie. Okay. Movie mistletoe? Wow. Okay. Are you a movie buff? Do you love movies? Do you have a partner that doesn't love movies as much as you do? Well, we have the movie mistletoe. Just wave it over their head and they're guaranteed to love any movie that you love. But wait, if you buy 2 of these, do you get
the Mural Pad?
Okay, maybe you like to paint. Do you need a pad to paint on? The Mural Pad is perfect for any of your painting needs. The Mural Pad.
Batteries not included.
Pens not included. Actually, wait a minute. Even better. Do you find yourself wanting to paint with your deck? Is it hard to find a good surface to do it? The Mural Pad is for you. Paint your deck, throw it on the Mural Pad, and there you go. Instant masterpiece. Sell it at your local art studio. The Mural Pad.
Batteries not included.
Paint not included.
Dick not included.
That's only if you're a liberal.
That's great.
Who's watching like a weird 90s porn?
He's going to get us demonetized on YouTube.
We're not even monetized yet.
I put up my racing stuff, and I swear it's like it instantly hits YouTube. They go, well, copyright claim.
Seriously?
Every time.
What's a copyright claim? I mean, what is it? What are you getting?
I have the opening music, and they literally nail it.
Turn that down. Lock. Turn it down.
We own the rights to it on off of what we use.
Yeah, I keep using the license key that I've got, and I don't have any issues.
All right. I don't know how to do this, so we're just going to roll with it.
Rolling.
Are you trying to figure out a way to use your opium? Maybe the way that you're ingesting it just isn't for you. Well, we got a new invention. It's the opium nose. You just put it over your old nose, shove that shit right in there, and instantly, you're in a drug euphoria. You are high as fuck. You feel nothing. And you feel great. But wait, there's more. If you act now in the next 20 minutes, you will also receive the contract bracelet. Now, I know what you're thinking. What kind of contract? Well, that's up for you to decide. Want to put it on that girl you like? Bam, instantly your girlfriend. You want to take over the government? Bam, put it right over a government official. Automatically, they're in your pocket. You want to have an orgy? Bam, multiple bracelets. All the girls you want? Have at it. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to take over everything. Just start throwing the contract bracelet on everybody. Get the contract bracelet and the opium nose for $2,337.95. Operators are standing by.
That would explain Biden's contract with China.
Maybe I'm the one.
What do you say? One more round?
Okay. If it's really good, maybe we'll do one more after that. All right, Texas.
Yep.
You're selling the Whirlpool Bomb.
The what?
The Whirlpool Bomb.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Whirlpool Blonde for a minute.
I
That would
thought
have been awesome.
I wasn't sure what it was. Are you tired of going to the gym and every time you want to sit in the whirlpool and relax your muscles, it's taken up by everybody else? If so, do we have something for you? Introducing the Whirlpool Bomb. What it is, you throw it in the whirlpool and it looks like somebody crapped their pants. And all the brown stuff just comes up. And bam, diarrhea bomb. And everyone's out of the whirlpool and there you are enjoying it because it dissolves within 3 minutes. So it'll look like diarrhea and then it'll look like just regular whirlpool. The Whirlpool Bomb. Perfect for those days you want to soak your bones. And if you act in the next 5 minutes, you'll get
the animal propaganda.
You'll get the animal propaganda where the news will spread propaganda of all the animals that you dislike. You hate peacocks? The media will make peacocks out to be horrible things. You have a grudge against that dog down the street? The media will spread its awful lies about that dog and get it killed. Act now. Batteries are included.
Jay Hizzle.
All right, let's do this.
Real quick, you looked really confused / disgusted with my Whirlpool Bomb.
Just a little bit.
I was upset about the peacock. You said some really mean things about the peacock.
Well, you're going to be really upset when you hear what yours is. Last week you sold the cock clock. This week you're selling the safety pussy.
The safety pussy. Are you?
I got it. Can I take it? Can I take it?
Go for it.
Are you a struggling dad? Do you have a teenage son? Or you can be a struggling mom. Do you have a teenage son who just finally hit puberty? Are you tired of trying to keep them from chasing tail? We have for you the safety pussy. You give it to them, and I guarantee you they'll no longer chase it until they're out of your house.
Is that the same as like a pocket pussy?
There you go. You no longer have to worry about a woman or a girl coming over and saying, your son made me pregnant.
Like a chastity belt, kind of.
Exactly.
But and if you call now, you'll also get, in addition to your safety pussy,
the tournament blanket.
The tournament blanket. Are you tired of worrying about your son not only getting pussy, but also getting too involved in tournaments? Dungeons and Dragons, perhaps? Tournament blanket. Just cover your kid up and he'll never go into another tournament or pussy again.
I hate to say it, but if they're in Dungeons and Dragons, they're not chasing pussy.
The only thing I think of.
All right, go for it.
Jez, you are selling the meth rubber.
Meth rubber?
Yep.
Are you a meth addict? You just can't get enough meth. Do you want meth while you have sex? We have the perfect solution for you. It's called the meth rubber. Give it to your boyfriend, put it on yourself. You can have meth all the time, even during sex. If you buy a box of 24, we will throw in the...
And not only will we throw this product in, you'll also lose all your teeth.
You're going to get the stimulation bone.
I'm glad I held off before I drank that.
During your meth sex, is there not enough stimulation there? Is it not getting it up? We have the stimulation bone. It instantly gives you the most instant boner with a meth rubber, and I guarantee you'll have the most mind-blowing toothless sex you've ever had.
I would have laughed had he spit that out. You were so close. So close. All right,
Oh, no. All right, come on. Hit it. Let's see it.
Ladies, are you not feeling satisfied when you're playing with yourself? Is that masturbation just not doing it for you? Well, we have the opportunity for you with the finger therapy. Our doctors are here for you to show you what spots you are hitting wrong. They will show you the different techniques that you need to get that orgasm, that squirting orgasm that you need with the finger therapy. But wait, there's more. If you act right now, you will also receive the revenge crucifix.
Wow.
Not since Jesus have they decided that they were going to crucify anybody, but now you have the perfect opportunity with the revenge crucifix. Just take that enemy of yours, put them on that crucifix, and nail them to that motherfucker like Jesus Christ. That's the finger therapy and the revenge crucifix. Act now. Operators are standing by. I'm going to hell for this.
And on that note, that is the game of the week.
Oh boy. You know what that means? It's time for one of our favorites.
The best segment of the show.
So, Jazz, what do you got for us today?
This week, we're going to cover my most favorite item, and I'm pretty sure this is towards the top of Josh's list. We are going to cover, hang on, let me see if I can get them in my hand. Cigars.
Oh, so we're going to cover the cigars.
May I say there's nothing better than smoking a fine cigar while you're outside smoking a turkey for Thanksgiving?
There's nothing better in this world. There's nothing better in this world. So,
with the
we're
meat
going to
hammer.
cover a few of the basics today. Before you even buy your first cigar,
Did you find any yet?
the most important thing you'll need to find is a good cutter. And see here what I have in my hand is a ring cutter. This is a fantastic device. You just slide it over the end of your cigar and cut it, but also you don't want to cut too far into the cap. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a line up here. You want to cut it just halfway up the cap to get a good clip.
You really just want to nip the tip.
Yes, because you want a good draw out of it, but you don't want to nip it to where it unravels, because there is an actual inner leaf that's stuffed in, and then you've got the outer leaf, which gives it a good finishing aroma. And the next thing you want to do is when you think of cigar, you think, well, I'm just going to light it like a cigarette. And if you see you lighting a cigar with one of these, I'm going to smack it out of your hand. That is the worst thing you can light a cigar with.
Because that will ruin the flavor.
Oh, you're supposed to use a road flare, aren't you?
Dude, I'm shoving a road flare up your bunghole the next time I see you. Jesus Christ.
You do not use these are for cigarettes. These are for lighting fires. These are for lighting yourself on fire. You do not use one of these to light a cigar.
Use a match.
You can use a wooden match, not one of those paper mache matches. You use a wooden match, or you can use a butane lighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, butane lighter is, what are these right here? And I have a single butane, a single lighter butane there. They have up to 4, or actually I think they're up to 6 now. But this right here will not ruin the flavor of your cigar. You want to toast the end of it until it's nice and cherry red, and then the inner case. You do not want to take a draw out of it until it is nice and cherry red on the end of it. In Honduras and in Cuba, the cigar.
Because every time I've seen it, they put the lighter up there and they to get it going. No. You don't do that.
You want to toast the end of the cigar to get it lit.
I've been doing that wrong.
In Honduras, and even with the match in Honduras and Cuba, the cigar ladies or women, whatever you want to do, they roll the cigars on their fine thighs, and then they end up lighting the cigar, getting it nice and toasty red, and then you draw through it after it's lit, because eventually it'll light the whole cigar. If you don't want to pull the butane or the match flavor through the cigar, because it'll ruin the flavor. But
what about torch?
What type of fuel are you using? Are you using like that mosquito repellent torch?
No, I was thinking like it's a butane.
Yeah, butane, like this right here, butane.
Okay, but a bigger torch would be acceptable.
I don't light my microphone on fire. But I'm also about using cigars. I have a very wide selection of them. This is probably one of my most favorite. I bought this in 2016 when Donald Trump won the presidency, and I had planned on smoking it in 2020. We'll hang on to it for a few more years. We'll see what happens in 2024. But I'm a big proponent of Padron, Camacho, Arturo Fuentes, Monte Cristos.
Monte Cristos.
Yes, I have a fantastic Medianoche Monte Cristo, and it is a dark Nicaraguan wrapper. It's actually not sun cured. It's actually a very fantastic. It takes about an hour to smoke a cigar. Sometimes you get a little bit bigger. They take about an hour and a half. So
to the people saying, what's the big difference or what's the big deal about cigars? Different cigars made in different places, made with different leaves, will have a different flavor.
Yes. For instance, you see this is a dark cigar. It's almost black. And then you've got your lighter flavor cigars, and you can see this one's a little bit lighter on the color. This one's a Padron 1964 50-year reserve.
I've had one of those before. Those are very good.
Very good. Now, see, I can't smoke these once a week because these are like $15 to $20 cigar. That is an expensive cigar to smoke.
They're like smoking money.
Yeah. So the other thing I like to buy is that there's a fantastic place over in North Carolina. They've got a few warehouses. It's called JR Cigars. This is their 1964 50-year replacement. And this is $1 a cigar. And if you let it age for about 6 months, you're pretty darn close to your $20 cigar. Now, don't get me wrong, this $20 cigar still outbeats this JR, but for an everyday smoke, it's hard to beat $1. Because then you've also got your Rocky Patels, your Rocky Patel Decades, your Opus X's. These right here are $50 a stick. These are $50 a stick. I've got 2 of them. Actually, I've got a lot more than that. I actually buy them and let them age. I actually have a couple of agings. I buy like a 10 or 20 pack, depending on the box size. I'll smoke one, let them age for 3 months, smoke another, let them age 6 months, smoke another, and then just let them age for like 5, 6. These have been aging for over 5 years. So my JR cigars, I bought a huge box of them. I mean, I'm talking about like 500 cigars. This one has been aging exactly right now 8 years. So it's got that little white like mold on the end of it. If you ever see mold on the end of your cigar, you need to toss it out or actually cut it back far enough because there's mold inside of it. If you see little white dots on the outside edge of the cigar wrapper, it means it's aged well enough, and it's a fantastic smoke at that point. So if you've got any questions, just hit me up. I'm a cigar enthusiast. I actually have a wine cooler. It's a thermoelectric, and it is actually what I call my winador, because you store cigars in humidors. So I actually have a makeshift wine cooler that I've turned into a winador.
Now, I don't smoke them constantly, but if I go to the Renaissance Festival or if I'm outside smoking a turkey, I'll definitely light one up for a nice, relaxing time.
Yes, and I'm telling you, if you even get yourself a Tupperware container in a fantastic little like humidity pack and let those suckers age, buy a couple and let them age for 6 months, I guarantee you'll have a much better smoke on your hands. Well,
considering the next Renaissance Festival is in October to November, I will probably do that. Or I'll just buy myself a humidor.
You can do that, or you can even use Tupperware containers. You can use just a typical Tupperware container. Get you a couple. You can go to the cigar store and get a couple of the humidifiers. It's actually little like silica beads, and it's in, believe it or not, the best thing that actually works is those little tiny plastic beads, those Orbeez. Those are fantastic. Just humidify those, put them in it, and make sure your humidity is roughly about 6. I've got my winador between 60 and 65 on degrees and 60 and 65 on the humidity. So it holds a consistent humidity year round. So it allows the natural flavors of the cigars to come out. Enjoy it with a fine, fantastic whiskey and just chill out for a little while.
Well, Mr. Therapy. Jazz, since we're not doing the dirt race in March, we'll have to do the night race later this year. And I expect you to bring a couple of those.
I'm going to bring a lot of those because when I'm outside and at a NASCAR race, I literally do not take a cigar out of my mouth. I'm there. It's the entire time.
Well, you and I will be smoking the stogies.
Yes, sir. So, but Donald Trump, I know you probably will never listen to this podcast. I'm still holding out for 2024 or at least a decent president in 2024, not Mr. Biden. So we need somebody other than him to win.
What kind is that you're holding on to?
This is a Camacho Liberty 2016. This is number 11,288 of only 40,000 made. This is a very, it's actually, I can bring it out. It's actually got a real dark wrapper to it, and it's been sitting and aging in its cedar box for since 2016. So we're about 5 years on it. But it is a fantastic smoke. I actually bought 3 of them. I smoked one. And then I smoked another in 6 months. And then this one I've been hanging on to for a very special occasion. So I've actually got one out there that I've been hanging on to for quite some time for when Tennessee finally beats Alabama again. And I will celebrate because that is an actual celebration between Tennessee and Alabama. The winning team actually smokes cigars in the winning locker room. And Alabama's been doing that way too damn long. And I am sick and tired of watching Tennessee get their ass kicked. And
You're
the
never
current
gonna get
coaching
to-
staff that we have now sucks, and I don't see it happening for another 10 or 15 years.
Well,
so,
didn't your coaching staff just get fired for scandals?
yeah, let's not get into that. That was
No, I was seriously asking because that's
yeah,
gonna be,
they
it's
did.
gonna be a little
Tennessee
while longer.
just wait. We're about to get hit with some NCAA fines that are going to be ugly, but it is what it is. I do not like the current hire. I think it was a dumb decision. I think it was a dumb decision for the AD director, but I don't run that show. So, but I will be a Tennessee fan until the bitter end. I bleed orange, and I'll never stop bleeding orange because I graduated from there. So here we are.
I would love to cut you open and see you bleed orange. I'm just saying.
People make fun of me for it, but I'm a Tennessee fan through and through. So
If you cut me open, I bleed chocolate.
But not for long because you gave it up.
Starting now, yes.
I'm
So,
not blaming you,
I
Donna.
honestly forgot that Ash Wednesday was this past Wednesday. Because I haven't been at work. I haven't left the house.
Well, you're under
haven't listened
emergency
to the
orders. You
radio.
get a pass. You're on emergency orders. You get pass. So that is this week's Southern Charm, and Joe Biden sucks.
that's not what you said the other day.
The next video is going to have Jay Hizzle with the hood around his head.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wait a minute. I don't have anybody with a hood. No.
Your favorite president was Joe Biden was in Kalamazoo today, just a couple miles down the road from where I worked at Pfizer.
I'm
I would
surprised
like
he
to-
can survive in the cold.
I'd like to say one thing real quick about the whole Democratic Party. AOC is supposedly coming down to Texas with $2 million in relief aid. And she had the audacity to say, if we had more renewable energy, this wouldn't have happened in Texas. Look, you dumb bitch. We did have renewable energy, and it failed us.
And they had the audacity to make fun of Ted Cruz, who was already planned on going on this vacation with his daughter for years, years. And he
Hey,
went
at
on a
least he brought
vacation
back-
to the Caribbean.
At least he brought
Caribbean.
back the sunshine because it was sunshiny today. So thank you,
Hey,
Ted
that
Cruz,
just-
for bringing back the sun.
That just proved Texas can't be alive without Ted Cruz.
Hmm.
Facts are
All right.
facts.
Yeah. Okay.
The truth is the truth, man.
I don't think any of that was.
Hey, look, they're spreading fake news. I can do the same thing.
Okay. We'll call
AOC
that
has a
fake
penis.
news, but it's okay because everyone likes to spread their own fake news. All right. Are you guys ready for what's next?
Probably.
Five.
It is the top 5 or the bottom 5, would you say, Texas?
Well, this week we're doing bands or musical artists that we hate or annoy us. So I'm going to call it the bottom 5.
Bottom 5. All right. Texas, why don't you start us off then?
Well, mine's going to be a little controversial, and I'm expecting to get some flack for this. But I do have a dishonorable mention, and this is all because of Jay Hizzle constantly singing these damn songs, and that is Weird Al.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Well, if you would stop singing that damn Jurassic Park song or turning everything into a Weird Al song, then I wouldn't hate him. But
Weird
so it's
Al
all
like
your fault.
fast.
Number 5. This one's really controversial, and I'm going to get shit for it. I'm sorry. I don't like this band. I've never really cared for this band. I don't listen to this band, and that's the Rolling Stones.
It'll be worse than what you said about Weird Al.
Well, Weird Al didn't make the top 5 or bottom
That's true,
5,
that's
and
true, that's
Rolling
true.
Stones
You're-
did.
That's true.
Number
Okay.
4, I extremely hate this woman. She basically made America one of the most sexual places and then said, oh, America's too sexual to raise my kids. Well, you're the one who wanted to be touched like a virgin, you dumbass, and that's Madonna.
Oh,
Okay.
Number 3, I don't hate the person. I actually respect what he's done. I just prefer covers of his music over his actual music, and that's Michael Jackson.
wow.
I will listen to like rock and roll covers of his music, but I don't like his music.
You are getting controversial here.
Well, I don't care for his type of music. I like rock and roll. So if Fall Out Boy, I believe, does a rendition of Everybody's Working for the Weekend, and I really love that version. Number 2, not Van Halen, but Van Hagar.
Ooh, good choice.
Once they replaced the lead singer and went to Van Hagar, no. And number 1 is a very wide thing. Basically, all rap and all hip hop artists can just jump off a cliff and die.
Josh, I have one for you. One person that does rap and hip hop that you will actually like. Jeremy Harrell. You need to go look him up. That may change
that once we're done here.
That will change. He has 5 songs, and I guarantee you will like every one of them. My most favorite song of his is "Build the Wall."
Eminem is kind of okay, but
"Build the Wall."
I do not like rap music.
And what about the Yang Yang
hip-hop.
twins?
Okay, besides them, I actually do like I forgot about them.
See, not all rap is bad. There's some
Okay,
good rap.
I'll say about 95% rap and hip hop artists can jump off a cliff.
Wow.
Especially that dipshit rapper that got a fucking diamond in the middle of his forehead. You are a dumbass.
I don't know who that is, but Jazz, what do you got?
Oh, okay. Ooh. This is going to be. I'm just going to do artist because it's kind of hard to blame the band. So, number 5, Justin Bieber. Oh dear God, he is the worst.
Baby,
Real quick, Jay Hizzle. The rapper's name, and I swear to God, these names are becoming stupider and stupider. Little Uzi Verta.
Wow.
Number 4, Nicki Minaj, or whatever the hell you want to call her. God.
I believe she falls under my hip hop and R&B. If not,
Jeez, I can't stand that woman.
I don't know her songs enough to judge, I guess. I never hear them.
Number 3, we'll have to go to Miley Cyrus and Madonna. They're a tie because those two are like, oh, there's too much sex in the world. But yet they're sitting there grabbing her crotch and showing off their tits and everything else. Let's not even go there.
But I came in like a wrecking ball.
No, she didn't. No. She is way far away from her father, Mr. Billy Ray Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus is 3 times the person that she'll ever be. Whew. Number 3. I think I'm on number 3 now, right? Yep, number 3. Number 3, Katy Perry. God, I can't stand that woman.
What the hell?
Cannot stand that woman. Her
This
and her
podcast
political
is
views.
done.
Cannot stand. I don't care how I don't
floating
care
heads
about
about to
that woman.
disappear.
I don't care how big her knockers are. I ain't interested. I don't want to hear none of her crap. It's nothing but garbage. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done.
Just some of the you guys have terrible taste in music. I've decided so far. Katy
Terrible.
Perry, Weird Al Yankovic.
Hey, like I said, Weird Al's only because of you. And every time we get in the car, what's the first thing you put on? Something from Weird Al.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
I bet you like that cherry chapstick.
Never again. I'll instantly turn that crap off. Number 2.
Number 2.
I just don't like boy bands mostly, but my wife would disagree with me. One Direction. Good God, One Direction. I hear that crap and I'll just turn it off instantly.
I don't know them.
Number 1, and I actually used to like her music. It was great music. It actually was falling into the country genre, and it was actually decent music. It didn't have any political meaning to it. But now, Taylor Swift. I don't like that woman. I don't like her music. It is horrendous. I will never listen to it again. If I hear it, I will literally drive my vehicle off a cliff to stop listening to it. And it's a really nice orange truck.
So what he's saying is when we go there for the NASCAR race, don't ride with him to Bristol.
No, because I will. If I hear it, I'll roll out of the vehicle and let it just go. If I can't get it turned off.
Rick Spade. What about you?
Number 5, Blink 182.
Oh,
Hey!
this is a painful segment.
It is. You'll survive. It's fine. Number 4, ICP.
Insane Clown Posse, Jay Hizzle.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason why is because they keep on asking fucking magnets, how do they work? If you don't know how magnets work, then I don't know. Number 3, Nicki Minaj. Number 2, Tekashi 6X9 or whatever the fuck his name is. The one with the fucking Rainbow Bright My Little Pony fucking hairstyle. And number 1, Kanye West. Fuck Kanye West.
You're just mad because him and Kim Kardashian are getting a divorce.
Well, good for her. No, the only reason Kanye West has any good music is because he rips other riffs from other fucking music. Those are the only good parts of his fucking songs. Think about it for a minute. And you know I'm right.
I know of like one of his songs, and he's in that list of hip hop still.
You know, like that Wayne song. So, where he's supposed to be Ray Charles or whatever.
I don't know. But is that all you got?
Yeah, those are my top 5. Fuck this.
All right, my bottom 5, top 5, worst 5, knowing 5. So this one, I don't necessarily hate the band. I actually really like the band, but they changed their lead singer, and when they sing the old songs, it just bothers me because you can't sound like the other lead singer, and that's Hinder. So I get really annoyed when I see the new Hinder and they're trying to sing the old songs, and it doesn't sound right, and I'm like, no!
I haven't heard them sing the old songs, so...
And then number 4, Kanye West. I agree with Rick there. Plus, Kanye's just kind of crazy, and isn't he's the one that like got up on the stage and like said mean things to Taylor Swift, wasn't he?
He's also the one who said he was going to run for president the last election.
And he did. He did run for president.
Okay. He didn't do a good job. Number 3 is just funny, so I put it on there because he doesn't really have any talent, and he drove my high school crush to go crazy, and that's Kevin Federline. You guys remember him? Bless you.
That's Brittany's husband.
Well, it was ex-husband, but
It was her husband who drove her crazy, so that's why you hate him. I see who your crush was. Okay.
Yes. Number 2, they're just really annoying, and if they sing it's annoying, and they talk it's annoying. The Teletubbies. It's true.
They didn't write the music.
I'm not a Teletubbies fan, okay? And then this one actually could be controversial, but they just, I don't know, their songs just kind of annoy me, and I hear that their lead singer, who everyone knows, isn't always nice to like her people that work for her, and so
must be Aerosmith.
No, I'm talking about, I'm not a Destiny's Child fan.
Why did you just say Beyonce?
Well, because most of the songs that you hear with her singing are Destiny's Child. But she's the one in particular I hear she doesn't treat people very well, and that bothers me, and sometimes that makes me not like music too. But and maybe the reports are wrong, but sometimes you read about celebrities and how they treat other people, and it's like, really? Like, that's not necessary. There was some other people on that list too that I'm like,
so Beyonce.
And Destiny's Child. Yeah, sure, Beyonce. That works.
Global socialist. They don't faze me.
Like I said, I don't like necessarily hate her or anything. I'm just annoyed by her, a little disappointed.
You just don't want no scrubs.
Yeah.
You know what? Since you said Teletubbies, fine. Fuck Barney then.
Oh.
Ooh, those are some fighting words.
And you know what? Fuck the Smurfs too.
Smurfs sing.
La 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 la. Sing a happy
Oh.
song.
But Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. Do you know what song that's based off of?
Stick a shotgun in his ass and blow him all over the nation.
Oh my gosh, Texas. But do you know what song that's actually the melody's after? I got this right in a trivia question. Yes. I was so excited. No one knew it. And I'm like, that's Yankee Doodle. My brother loves Barney. My brother, he was a huge Barney fan, or at least when he was a kid.
I think Matt will be our guest speaker next week.
That'd be fun.
And he's going to be like,
he can use his imagination.
I don't know Jay Hizzle. I don't know who that is. I don't know. I've never met this person in my life. I do not like Barney.
Barney comes to play.
The funny thing is,
you may need him.
Because we've had the OGC Hizzle.
Mm-hmm.
If we have M Hizzle on the show, you're gonna ask if he was adopted because he looks nothing like either two of them. He doesn't even look like the mom.
What?
Well, you and your dad both have red hair. Your mom's got blonde hair. Both you and your dad have no hair. And your brother Matt's got thick, luscious black hair.
He doesn't have hair anymore.
Oh, he doesn't have hair anymore?
No, he shaved it off.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since high school, so forgive me that I didn't know that. But back in high school, he had thick, luscious black hair.
It would be pretty hilarious if he had like the Fabio hair going on.
He can't grow it like he used to, so he just shaves it off.
Okay,
hilarious.
I haven't seen him since high school. I just remember back then he had black hair. So
I can see him now showing up on the podcast with this big, luscious black hair just flowing everywhere.
like some kind of afro or something.
Da 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 da. Oh, Texas, are you angry?
I'm always angry. I'm angry, and it's time to tell somebody to bite me.
Bite me!
Bite me! Bite me!
Bite me.
Bite me. Bite me.
And now it's time for Bite Me, featuring Texas, Jay Hizzle, Rick Spade, The Jazz, and Guzzlebird. Wait for it. Is it coming? It's just so funny.
I'm angry. Sometimes I really hate you. But let's start with you. Jay Hizzle, what's your first world problems for this week?
It's funny because when I was listening to it back and editing it, I just started laughing. I don't know why it's so funny. Oh, there's so many first world issues to choose from.
Because you're mentally challenged.
Yeah. I don't even have a body. I feel upset today at Apple Podcasts because I had this issue with this podcast. I have this issue with the racing podcast. I'm going to have this issue with any other future podcast I do anything with.
Speaking of the other podcasts, it's the I Want to Go Fast Racing podcast. We cover everything regarding NASCAR, the Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, and almost anything else that involves four wheels.
And so what makes me mad is every time I go in there, first off, they just make it so difficult. I swear I set up a separate account for this podcast, so I thought I'd make another one for the other one. And then it's like you go in there to put your RSS feed on there, and it's like you have to have an iTunes account, blah, 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 which I thought I signed up for. So finally, I just went with my old one I've had since I was a kid, whatever. Then you put it in, and it's like, your photo isn't match our Specifications. It must be between 1400 by 1400 pixels to 3000 by 3000. What do you know? It's too small. So then I resize it and I go in again. It's the right size, but it still says it doesn't match. So then I go in and I square it. And apparently it wanted a square. It did not mention it wanted a square, but it needed to be perfectly square. You know, Apple Podcasts, this was ridiculously hard process that should have been really easy. I know everyone's like, Apple's the best, but they're pretty stupid if you ask me, just judging by how the podcast thing works. If they were that great, they'd be able to figure that out. But so Apple Podcasts, although we love you for your distribution of our show, you can also bite me right now. Thank you.
Was that the new logo I sent to you?
Yes, I had the same problem with the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast logo as well. You have to like square it off perfect, and then it's just a mess. But I got it taken care of for both.
Okay.
First world problems, I know.
It's all right.
Oh, man, I feel better, though. I got that off my chest.
That's what we're about here at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. First world problems. Jazz, what do you have, sir?
Okay. If you're in the IT world, you're going to agree with me on this.
What world?
The IT world.
IT. You know, it like
information technology.
Information technology, computers, technology, cool stuff like that. If you're an older individual and you don't like newer technology, I got news for you. You need to learn it and you need to accept it because it's coming one way or another.
I will not let it come.
Because me and another coworker have been trying to implement new technology into the office for years, and it is going nowhere. I get constant, that's too many buttons, too many of this, too many of that. I don't give a crap. It helps workflow. Learn it and adapt to it. So if you don't want to learn and adapt to new technology, but you'll learn and adapt to your iPhone, though, but you want to learn and adapt to new technology that'll help you keep track of things you do in your job. You people that don't want to adapt, and I'm probably going to be Josh, you can bite me.
Because Texas doesn't do technology.
Texas does not do technology.
I'm not saying be the most technology savvy person in the world, but if you're given an iPhone that you need to communicate, you figure it out and you do it. But the problem is that if you use another piece of technology that can help you keep track of your information and your job, and you're like, I ain't using it, give me a pen and paper, you people can bite me.
Jazz had to help me get my dang computer or external camera to work because I couldn't get it to freaking work.
That's a little bit different, but if it's something that's going to make your job easier and you just don't want to use it because you're old and you don't want to learn something new, but yeah, you'll learn how to use your brand new truck that you just bought with a damn infotainment system that's probably worth more than my damn house payment. You people can bite me because I'm over it.
Hey, if I want to watch Pornhub while driving down the road, I'm going to watch Pornhub while driving down the road.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure out a way to do it.
Rick, I know you're very frustrated right now. You don't even have Guzzlebird on your hand, which is he's a staple to this segment. But do you have anything you'd like to get off your chest, sir?
Oh boy, do I!
How it go?
I'm just gonna start motherfucking everything that I can think of.
And go.
All right, let's start with the faucet situation. If you are selling a faucet set that has handles, a shower, and the faucet for a bathtub, and you don't specify that on the box that there is no fucking pipe to the faucet, and then you have to buy another piece, okay? You're supposed to label everything that's in there.
At least say batteries not included. Batteries not included.
But no. So I spend $50 on this fucking set. Then I have to go buy a fucking pipe. Then it's the wrong fucking size pipe. So then I have to go back and return it and get a different pipe. And that one's the wrong size pipe. You can't even specify how long of a fucking pipe you need to go into the fucking wall. So you know what? That shit can bite me. Also, fuck kangaroos in their goddamn pouch. Okay?
Did you know that kangaroos are called joeys?
Baby kangaroos are called joeys.
Ridiculous. Who ever thought of that?
It's bullshit
Australians.
It is. You're right, Rick.
It's bullshit being able to fucking put shit in your pouch, but yet I can't fit everything I need to in my fucking little hoodie pocket. No. Fuck you, kangaroos. You can bite me.
They'll kick you.
Oh, great. You're here. Hey, dickwad.
Who?
Boy, let's start with the people that abducted Eduardo. I wonder who the fuck that is. Yeah, you better take a drink, you rat bastard. Oh, I see that. I see that, Rag.
What rag? What are you talking about? This is my mask. I know what you're talking about. This is what I wear to DoorDash with.
Likely story. You know what, you red-bearded bastard? You can bite me. But that's not all. You know what else can bite me? Zoom. You sit there and you do a goddamn podcast trying to record everything, and all of a sudden you look in the corner, recording paused. So now I'm going to put the shit in a weird-ass video with some audio, trying to sync all that shit up. Rick Spade's going to be like, what the fuck you doing? I'm going to be like, shut the fuck up, you damn bastard. I'm trying to edit the video. This is bullshit. So yeah, Zoom, with your stupid-ass finicky recording bullshit, you can bite me.
Wait. We lost the video recording?
Part of it.
Dear God.
So, somewhere between, I'm guessing, Eduardo being abducted, dick.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And Southern Charm starting, I lost all that video. I don't know where. I don't know how much. Could have been the whole thing. We might have to have no video for news. The game of the week. No idea. Look, goddammit. If you keep showing that red rag, I'm going to eat you.
Don't know this is my mask. I know what you're talking about.
Bite me, Jazz. Just fucking bite me.
He probably would. He said that Eduardo was delicious.
Delicious and nutritious.
You're a cocksucker. Texas?
Yes, Guzzlebird.
What are you angry about?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was going to say something to me. All right. So I'm going to talk about something I found right as we were coming on the show.
I wasn't coming at all.
Woke A Cola. Coca-Cola reportedly forces employees to try to be less white in a white fragility workshop.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, Coca-Cola. The company that uses child labor in China supports the craptastic basketball whiners.
And sucked all of the water out of an Indian section because they put in a Coke bottling plant.
So Coca-Cola, not only do I not drink your product because I gave up caffeine, I will no longer be using any product or supporting anything that you guys do. Yeah, I'll still support NASCAR because there's other teams that do not support Coca-Cola. Pretty much like Hendrix Motorsports. So Coca-Cola, you can take your business, shove it up your ass. I think Eduardo's trying to escape from somewhere. But anyways, Coca-Cola, you can bite me.
This is bullshit.
Is that what I think I see? Do you guys? It's Rick's segment. Take it away.
It may not
Rick.
make it over Texas. It may end up into a cube of ice. Phew.
Yeah,
Yo.
I think all our
Yo,
planes are still
Rick, what do you
diverted,
got
so-
for us today?
No, I'm just kidding. So I decided that I was going to go back through and watch one of my favorite series. So I'm going to talk about Monk.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good show.
So for those of you that don't know, Monk is about a detective named Adrian Monk who lives in the San Francisco area, who has a assistant or a nurse, as you will. He's a former detective who was on leave after his wife Trudy was killed in a car bomb, and he became a consultant for the San Francisco Police Department. In this, he has obsessive compulsive disorders and many different types of disorders on top of that, including like being a germaphobe, being obsessed with stuff being crooked. Things have to be in a straight line. He has to have certain numbers of things turned on. Just different things like that. So, but using that, he also has a keen sense of seeing things that other people don't see. So they use him regularly as a consultant as he's trying to get his be reinstated on the force. So right now they have all seasons on Peacock, which is the NBC streaming service, and you can easily pick that up with ads for $4.99 a month. You could also do it annually for $49.99, or you can do it for the full 12 months for $9.99 or $99.99 annually, and you'll have no ads. So go check it out. I highly recommend it.
You get it free if you buy from Comcast.
Yeah, if you have Xfinity. There's so much out there to watch these days. It's crazy. Well, yeah, Monk's a good show. I remember Monk.
There's actually a pretty decent show out there now called The Magicians. That's a really good show.
You know, I've watched that. That's a good show too.
It's a little fuzzy at the very, very beginning of the season one, but it does get better.
Have you watched all of it?
I'm on season. I just started season 2.
Okay, yeah. It keeps getting crazy and crazy.
Oh Lord!
But it's fun. It's just you eventually
It's
like
definitely not no damn Harry Potter.
no, you gotta follow along. It takes mental power. It's not one
Yes,
where
it does.
you gotta pay attention to it, but it's good. Yeah. All right. You know what that means, though. Tweets of the week. Oh man, I saw a guy drop all his Scrabble letters across the road. I had to ask him, "What's the word on the street?" I was researching about atheism. Turns out it's a nonprofit organization. I've got the body of a porn star. All my clothes say XXXX. Oh, I like this one. What do you call a dog in a submarine? A subwoofer. That was pretty good. Come on, that was good. I replaced our bed with a king-size trampoline. When she finds out, my wife is going to hit the roof. My doctor says that when you die, your pupils are the last thing to go because they dilate. He says they dilate. It's so great. Sales are down, so my boss asked why the greeting cards aren't moving. I told him it's because they're stationary. You know what? What did Newton think when he discovered gravity? Shit is about to go down. My wife just said, "You never listen." I thought that was a weird way to start a conversation. Oh, man. And last but not least, somebody threw a bottle of omega-3 pills at my head. It's okay, though, as my injuries are only super fish oil. Is that a superficial? Super fish oil. All right.
I think I have a dad joke for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, might be more of a mom joke. I'm not sure. A mother and a young son were flying Southwest Airlines from Kansas City to Chicago.
Ooh.
The little boy who had been looking out the window turned to his mother and said, "If big dogs have baby dogs and big cats have baby cats, why don't big planes have baby planes?" The mother, who couldn't think of an answer, told her son to go ask the flight attendant. So the boy went down the aisle and asked the flight attendant, "If big dogs have baby dogs and big cats have baby cats, why don't big planes have baby planes?" The busy flight attendant smiled and said, "Did your mother ask you to tell me?" The boy goes, "Why, yes, she did." The stewardess said, "Well, then you go tell your mother that there are no baby planes because Southwest always pulls out on time. Ask her to explain that."
That is pretty great. That's awesome. For those of you that don't fly, that means that they pull away from the gate that you get onto the plane on time, meaning they're on time for their flights for takeoffs and landings. But anyway, all right. And then we're just going to do one more tweet, I think. And this is a classic Trump tweet. This is from before he was even president.
Yeah, because the former president of the United States is now being censored and never allowed back on Twitter.
Probably because of
Screw you, Twitter.
Probably because of tweets like this one. "Every time I speak of the haters and losers, I do so with great love and affection. They cannot help the fact that they were born fucked up."
I've got a tweet from the secretary, the press secretary for the president. We'll circle back around to that.
All right. And that's the tweets of the week. Bum 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 bum. Guzzle bird, what is the word?
Well, since he also does a little bit of Al Snow, what does everybody want?
Head!
What does everybody need?
Head! Suck like it! I mean, wait, what? I know you don't understand, but that's the song that he used to do.
Guzzle bird, what do you got for us today?
Well, first, can I start with a joke?
Of course.
What's the difference between an apple and an orphan?
An apple you can eat and it has fiber?
No.
No, okay.
An apple gets picked.
Oh.
Ha
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright. Here's what Al Snow tweeted. A nurse finds a rectal thermometer in her pocket and thinks, some asshole must have my pen.
Oh boy.
Apparently, it's rude to poke someone in the head and say, skip intro.
99% of the new people I meet.
All right, now to the Jurassic Park tweets.
Oh, yes.
The worst has happened. One of our employees got killed from a heart attack. Yeah, you thought a dinosaur guy. Haha. Okay. All the evening shift park employees are now required to wear fishnet stockings. They're about to whore out to them raptors, let me tell you. 2 more. Our oldest and most grotesque dinosaur, Rush, has died.
Oh no. That's kind of sad.
Get it? That's a Rush Limbaugh joke.
Oh no, that's even sadder.
And finally, don't go on the Flight of the Pterodactyl roller coaster if you're wearing a tube top. Sick of repeating myself about this. Gonna show some titty. And that's it. Those are the Jurassic Park tweets.
Oh no, you know what that means.
Bob, 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 bob. Bob, 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 bob. It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Tejas.
If I've already done this one, I do apologize ahead of time.
I won't
sure if
remember.
I have or not. Jay Hizzle, can you tell me what cream pied means?
Cream pied?
Yep.
You haven't done it.
I mean, I'm going to tell you initially what comes to my mind first. Initially, when I think of cream pied, I think of clowns. And then I think of clowns having a pie, and it has all this whipped cream on it. And then they take it, and then they look at the other clown. And then simultaneously at the same time, they both put the other, they go boom and put the pie in the other clown's face. And then people laugh, and then they lick off the whipped cream because it tastes really good. So I'm pretty sure that is what I would say cream pie is. It's just something clowns do together and to make people laugh, and it's delicious.
It's not delicious.
Have you dressed up as a clown and gotten cream pie before?
Good night, everybody.
That's it. I'm done. Nope. I'm out.
Wow. I didn't think that could get any better.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's acting. You can't really judge it till you've done it.
Cream pied.
I've done it twice.
When a woman
a lot
is
more than that.
oh god. When a woman is filled up with cum in the ass or pussy and it leaks out of either her ass or pussy.
Okay, that's not what I thought it was.
If you've had children, you've done it.
Which worries me a little bit, because when I was asking if you've ever cream pie, I meant like gotten a pie to the face, like a real one, and you said twice. And I don't know if you were talking about. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, we can't just.
He wasn't talking about your version.
How many children do I have?
2. Oh, but real pie tastes delicious. Anyway, you can't just have one.
It's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
The Urban Dictionary and bonus Urban Dictionary definitions of the week are brought to you by Dirty Rib Job Grill Seasoning. You can get it in the original Dirty Rib Job, the spicy Dirty Sanchez, or the fish flavor for Lint, the Dirty Trouser Trout. It's available on Etsy.com. I've actually used that this week on some ribs I bought at the store. It was
The
actually
Dirty Trouser
really good.
Trout? That was the one you asked if I put on my Red Robin fish, but I didn't have it at Red Robin.
Why would I put fish seasoning on ribs? I used the Dirty Rib Job.
Does
It
it
was
matter?
pretty good.
Rib job?
The ribs were about 30 inches long, so yes, I had a 30-inch rib job.
Oh, wow.
It was fantastic. Best rib job ever.
By the way, we won't specify how many times I've cream pied.
He's probably north of 700.
When you think of pie, I think of pumpkin pie. Anyway, this just sounds like good. Keep going.
That's what you do when you cream pie at Ginger.
Pumpkin pounder.
I don't know.
That was the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Pumpkin pounder.
Can anyone tell me what a sports clown is?
Oh, so
I didn't even think of the fact that he went off on clowns, and then the bonus Urban Dictionary was sports clowns. I didn't even think of it until he started laughing.
these are the very athletic clowns that so they kind of do 2 different things. So after they pie each other in the face, they then go and they play clown games, the clown triathlons. I don't know if you heard of them. So This is where they have to run in those big clown shoes. Then they have to bike, and then they have to try to swim. And they're basically clowning around the whole time while they're doing this. But yeah, and then whoever makes it to the finish line first wins. So it's pretty interesting.
Rick or Jazz, you got anything?
By the way, that used to be one of my pickup lines at the bar. Do you want to play clown? I'll paint your face while you juggle my balls.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
Interesting. I know. So you had to assume that the person knew how to juggle.
So Rick, I got you another pickup line. If a woman ever says she's a piece of trash, you need to tell her.
What woman comes up with you and says I'm a piece of trash?
If she ever says that to you in a text or something, just say, well, since I'm so earth conscious and I'm a greenophobe, I'm obligated to pick you up. Just 7 o'clock work on Friday.
I've seen that today.
Yeah.
Well, what? I don't understand. I mean, clearly I don't understand women, but that doesn't really happen. Why would someone just call you up and be like, hey, I'm trash? Do you mean like maybe she's drunk and she's trashed?
You could go with that.
Okay.
My guess is I'm going to say Josh is being pretty clean with this one. And I'm just going to say it's a sports mascot. Clown. Sports clown. I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to stay clean. And I'm going to see if this works. I'm probably going to regret my decision, but yeah, I'm going to regret it, but go for it.
All right, fine. I got one. All right, so I think of sports. I think of water sports.
Okay.
And clowns.
Oh, you're thinking water skiing clowns. Oh, I was just... No, okay. I thought that's where you were going with this. I was wrong.
No, normally they sit there and they squirt people with a seltzer bottle. But in this case, they decided that they're going to whip their dicks out and they're just going to piss on people. So, sports clown.
I don't even know if they can do that in those pants.
That's one way to go with it.
Sports clown.
I'd be pissed.
It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Yes.
True. Are we right? Any of us? Is it they're athletic clowns, aren't they?
Okay, so this basically describes Jay Hizzle. Someone who wears clothing depicting their favorite sports organization at non-sporting functions.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Why would I not? I represent my team.
Jay Hizzle will show up to a baseball game wearing a Red Wings jersey.
Well, why not? He did the first racing podcast in a hockey jersey.
Oh, yeah. I thought you just meant like I'm just going out wearing my team stuff no matter what.
Actually,
Yeah,
I do that all the damn time.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I wear my Nashville Predators jersey everywhere.
I usually
Sports clown.
when I go to a game, I don't usually wear like a different teams. I don't know. Like if I went to a Tigers game, I'd wear a Tigers jersey. I wouldn't wear a Red Wings jersey. But
You'd be a sports clown.
And I won't be that guy. Oh, this would be a good bite me. Maybe I'll use it next time. But all right. So I open, so I might as well give some words of wisdom, and then whoever goes last is gonna have to close the show.
Well, hang on a minute. Let's find some. Jay Hizzle, do a couple more dad jokes.
Yes. No one's ever asked that before.
Where'd Rick go?
That's what I'm saying. We're waiting on him to restart the recording.
Just realize it's Pancake Day. That craped up on me. Oh, I like this one. In my job interview, I was asked what some of my good qualities were. Well, my doctor always calls me patient.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
2 cowboys are lost in the desert. One cowboy sees a tree that's draped in bacon. A bacon tree, we're saved, he says. He runs up to the tree and is shot up with bullets. It wasn't a bacon tree. It was a ham bush.
Oh, no. I got 2 more and then we'll call it good, but I didn't see these are kind of funny. Well, maybe this one. My friend couldn't afford to pay his water bill, so I sent him a get well soon card. Because if you, what did one boob say to another? If we don't get support, they'll think we're nuts.
I was going to say we're tits.
That's pretty funny.
In the wild, falcons live to be about 13 years old. That means that all falcons alive today were born in the 21st century. You might say they are millennial falcons.
That's awesome. Oh,
Okay.
man.
This podcast is cursed this week.
Yes.
Did you know yesterday, guys, I changed a light bulb, I crossed the road, and I walked into a bar? My life is a joke.
For those who are listening, Rick lost his internet, so now he has resorted to criminal methods of using his phone for podcasting.
Yeah, so you're going to get the audio at the tail end of this, and that's pretty much how we're going to have to do this because, this week just sucks.
Well, you know what, though? I'm here to give you some inspiration because sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. That's a good one. The key to success is to focus on the goals, not the obstacles. And I like this one too. Dream it, believe it, build it. And in a movie once they said, if you build it, they will come. All right. Who wants to go next? Because whoever's going last is closing the show.
I'll go next. In case you forgot to remind yourself this morning, your butt is perfect. Your smile lights up the room.
Thank you.
Your mind is cool. You're way more than enough. You're doing a great job at life.
Thank you, Texas. That was one of the nicest things you ever said to me.
But your butt does look good in those jeans.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get ahead in life, but
The greatest glory in living... Oh, sorry. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in raising every time we fail. Surround yourself with people who you... Surround yourself... I can't read. I've drunk it too much. I apologize. Surround yourself with people who see your value and remind you of it. Jay Hizzle, you have a fantastic ass. Jazz, your beard is phenomenal. Rick, keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it, buddy.
that was so good. It was so good.
Your internet's fantastic.
Fuck this internet.
At least your 4G or whatever you're on.
That's all I'll go with today.
Who's gonna go next?
Go ahead, Rick.
I'm closing the show, so.
Oh, you're closing the show? Okay. I got a couple. So first one is fight your foes in a field, nor be burnt in your house.
Bury your foes in the backyard.
Exactly.
Fuckers deserve it.
Where the wolf's ears are, wolf's teeth are near. Jay Hizzle is connected. His head is connected only by a wire. And then the last one. Better to die with honor than live in shame or on your knees.
There's a lyric from a band called Five Finger Death Punch that says, I choose life before dishonor. I'd rather die than live down on my knees.
Bingo. That is the truth.
Bury me like a soldier with my dignity.
Yep.
Fucking internet. I don't really got anything inspirational this week. Just keep doing your thing. That's all you can do. You're living, you're surviving.
Hopefully next time we're together, I'll be able to shower regularly.
So, with that being said, thank you for joining us here at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Or you can find us on Twitter at Poddamn Rick Spade, Poddamn Texas, or Poddamn Idiotz P1. Or you can find us on YouTube, which I'm sorry that this video is going to be fucked up this week, at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Also, you can find our podcast on Apple, Google, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, Vodacast, Amazon Music, and more. Leave us a 5-star review. Tell them that you like this podcast. Recommend it to people. And most importantly, tell everybody. Tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, the ones you hate, the ones you don't hate, and anybody else that you can think of to please check out the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Good night, everybody.
Even your captors, save me!
What the fuck?
I'm Jay Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And I'm Rick Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Thank you.